on the game that I think I'm going to go to. I watch the girls' game. Yeah, the little girls from Sol Ross won, and yeah, it was like their second win of the year. They're kind of like the little girls at Western. They hardly win any. They're in a very tough conference. And it's kind of hard on them. Yeah, most of the girls on the Sol Ross are from El Paso. Yeah, little girls. So they won. Um, Man, I'm tired. Uh, Correcting technology. Well, it makes sense, because technology invention when it comes to technology is, trying to mimic creation, and so it makes sense that somebody humble that has faith in creation is capable of correcting any bad activity from bad brain activity over hundreds of thousands of years in technology. So it only makes sense that all the stories about religion and the guy who looks like Son of Man, yeah, I get that little girl with the story. No, hey, Jesus don't look like you. I said, I look like Jesus. You seen the Shrouded Turin? Oh, that's just an artist representation. Yeah, but it looks like me. Okay, kind of. Yeah. But yeah, it's no. All the evidence we have is that he's from the north, like David, and that he doesn't look like his relatives from the south. Moses kind of looks more like a little bit more of the relatives from the south, you know. But your molecular structures, if they start trying to kill off all the men that are like you in spirit in your tribe, um, you have to, you know, outsource the sire to, Allah decides, let's go eat, So you have to find the proper male, you know, that will produce the temple for the body of the guy that's like Adam Moses, David Jesus John. And much to the chagrin of racists, it's a white guy. What they call white, actually quite impeached, like Patrick said, But it does say in all the books that that the guy, the one they call Lord, the son of Ralph and Mary, that he resembles all the artist representations just about almost unilaterally, all the artist representations. And if you see the artist representations of John from the Book of Revelation, we look alike too. And Saladin, yeah. And so, and it's neat that me and my nephews we resemble each other and stuff, and he looks like Muhammad. Oh my gosh, that looks like Abraham. Oh god, so neat. So it's kind of neat. It just shows some genetic consistencies there for a while. Um, it's it's kind of neat, to show that that Haile Selassie, he looks a lot like Moses. Yeah, he does. He does. Um, uh, so you see family. I remember I was talking to the kid from Ali's family and from Iraq and Sierra Vista. I was like, oh my gosh, he's related to us. Well, he's a handsome fellow. But Elijah's movie star gorgeous, and and the Benegas boys are really attractive, and Mike's eyes, you ought to see him, gorgeous. Gabe's a handsome fellow and he's fun. It's a lot of fun, and so there's a lot of healthy attractiveness in the family line, and stuff, and so that makes sense. And so it's kind of cute. And so, but yeah, and then I show them pictures of Patrick, the black folks, and they go, "Oh my gosh, yeah, that's your son." Yeah, it's my kid. It's my kid. I married a brown girl. Yeah, I married a brown girl. Um, uh, I don't think about if me and Miriam got married and had kids, or me and Edna, or anything like that. I don't think that. Or if the date had gone better and I ended up getting in a relationship with Michelle, I don't think about that stuff. I don't think about that at all. Um, No, I think about, a lot of times, how's Patrick doing? How's Ray Ray? You know, how's Juji? How's Clem? How's Buggy? How's Crumb? I think about the kids that were in my life and their siblings, and one another and stuff. And so, I think about, I do think about Brian and Aaron occasionally stuff too. Yeah, I definitely, yeah. I didn't get to spend as much time with those two critters, but I really love them, and stuff. And so, so yeah, I think about folks. But it's interesting, and then you get people, well, I'm not God. No, Jesus never says he was God. But it's who do you think about the most? The people that were in my life that I care for, and they cared for me. That's who I think about the most. Okay, which only makes sense. I mean, you guys, most of you do that too, right? So I'm not being selfish like that trained assassin at fucking Fort Huachuca. Your religious beliefs are selfish. Really? Seriously? Okay. Serious fuckingly. And so, when you're dealing with selfish people, they project themselves on you, and we've all seen that, unilaterally with Muhammad and Jesus and Krishna, Buddha, yada, 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 right? Because when there's a human being, okay, that is eternally consistent, you get a lot of people that, turn them into their quote unquote God, and that's their ego. And I trust me, I'm not the extension of the ego of egomaniacs. No, not at all. Okay. I am not a God. I do not declare myself a God. I do not pretend to be a God. I am a human being like the others before me. And those yet to come, so. I love people, hate shopping. But I was sitting there, I was watching some of this stuff, and I was getting the stuff about the university, in Silver City. And you look at it, and these are recent phenomenons. These things called universities or educational institutions. Okay, they're very recent phenomenons. For years you had an apprentice, or you raised your kid to be a Thatcher, like John Thatcher and stuff, and and they had caste systems and class systems and things like that, and everybody no, they didn't change. Like, they changed. Yeah, oh yeah, they changed. Hittite, go home. They changed, motherfucker. Okay, if you look at the many different empires and stuff of Egypt, okay, it depends on who was the line of the gods with the big buildings of the egotistical expression of self, which side won in the battle of the warring of the gods, right? Okay, so don't be a dumbass. Okay. And so yeah, they always act like it's always been this way. Yeah, dumbasses always get into egotistical conflict and make it real hard for us people that are not dumbasses, right? It's been this way a long time, a long time. And so you guys, you just got to understand that we're human beings, and we're not animals, and we shouldn't do things that are insane. It's unhealthy. It's not good thinking, right? It's wrong thinking. It's not proper authority. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. And so proper authority is understanding our eternal existence through an infinite essence, right? And a lot of people used to, just shut up. Okay, just you're only looking for flaws in the way I express trying to connect you to get you to live the Lord's Prayer, because you're just a fucking asshole. Okay, do you understand? Richard Dawkins Awards winners, Nobel Prize winners, super tech geeks. I'm going to have more fucking robots than other people have cars because I'm going to try to kill off all the people that have cars. And you're a fucking asshole. Okay. Come to terms with reality, right? Your faith should be based on reality, not your capacity to project your asshole arrogance on everybody else in the room, right? So, love, love, love. Why'd you take so long to come to me? Hey, baby, were you hiding all the time? Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, bob. Shimmy, shimmy, bob. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, bob. Shimmy, shimmy, bob. How many people out there in the world are excited to live the commands of Lord Jesus Christ? Like, share, and subscribe. It helps me more than you'll ever know, right? God ain't on your side, right? That is stupid that there are still people online trying to draw attention to themselves to feel like they know what they're talking about so they can validate themselves and feel important. It's just wrong. You forgive debt and trespass, love one another, faithful peace. People won't be on YouTube trying to sell stuff for advertisers talking about complete cartoon debate gibberish, right? What? Right. And so, but I was thinking about the stuff of education, and I was looking at it going, the way we have this technology now, instead of, hey, Google it, hey, Google and Wi-Fi and everything like that, we could do it through, old cable lines, this and that. I don't know, things that aren't going to cause, problems when you sleep and try to sleep and you get porno in your dreams because people are streaming porno at 3:00 in the morning, right? And so it's like, how do we localize communication transmissions? And this is a different era. This isn't like, in Thomas Paine's time and Thomas Jefferson's time and so forth, right? And so we have good, reliable, intelligent information right at our fingertips, And, when we had TV, why didn't we do this? It's like, well, no, here's right. This is right. This is wrong. This is good. This is bad. This is truth. This is lie. Money is an invention we use to manipulate people because we're complete turd bags. But okay, well, just like Jesus said, yeah, okay. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Wow, isn't that brilliant? Yes, it is. And so, and why is it taking so long for us to behave in a brilliant manner? I don't know. I was born brilliant, but Earl, 3 years and 9 months old. No, what's wrong? I was watching the Lone Ranger, and guys and girls, shit, I'm tired. I'm watching the game, so to forgive me there. I'm just watching the basketball game out the corner of me. Well, not really. I'm looking at the basketball game while I'm talking to you guys. Okay. They have a couple better camera angles on the games at maybe it's equipment they have or something at Silver at the little gym, and so you get a better look at the kids. I can see what Mr. Moncrief looks more like. You get a close look at the kids on Sul Ross and stuff. Yeah. So it's different at the Gallego Center when they show the games. They're a little bit further away, and at the they have really good cameras and views, and the quality of the video is really good at Silver when they have the games. I like that. It's neat. So yeah, you got really good camera. They have a good camera crew. I saw the one guy in the pink shirt filming near the door and stuff. But I think it's nice. It's a good game viewing experience. So it's fun to watch the games. Yeah. So the crew does a good job. Yeah, good job. So And that's fun because if you'd like to, you like, if you like basketball, you'd like to, video record it or broadcast it so other people could enjoy it too. Because it's fun. But the equipment, how do we do this without Wi-Fi? I think it's tangible. I really think it's tangible to, I don't know. I Don't ask me, in smaller little pockets with this. I don't know. I think the Wi-Fi is more to make it, well, because one, we're running too much useless information and stupid information, and because we have the server, because of the money, and give me the money, and I got to get the money, and that stuff is causing a lot of problems. So most of the stuff we're using our technology for information for is based on bullshit and gets clogged up with bullshit. And I know in the future we'll be able to use our technology a lot more cohesively and coherently in the very near future. Okay. And so which I totally look forward to. I missed it, darn. And so but wow. I live in one of the most wackadoodle fucking places on the planet, but I think that's pretty evident because it says so in the book of Revelation, right? He's in the belly of the beast and the dragon. Oh, yeah. I totally get it. You try to explain it to my family, they're like, oh, no. It's like, you got to be kidding, right? When they're talking about the great Satan, that tries to kill everybody with nuclear weapons if they can't use their technology to fuck them in head over money and debt and trespass. You think they're talking about South Korea or North Korea, right? North Korea just does that to its own people. Okay. United States of America has been doing it to the entire globe. Okay. They're the only assholes in the history of the world that invented nuclear weapons, which is discussed in the Bible and other books, and used them on their own people before they went and used it on other people to dick measure with Joseph Stalin. Okay. Book of Revelation. Book of Daniel, the goat and the ram being Hitler, but the ram gets defeated by the goat. And then we get into a dick measuring contest with the goat and drop nuclear weapons in the Tularosa Basin on our own people, and then use it on the Japanese to get back at the Japanese for Pearl Harbor and dick measure with Stalin. A bunch of assholes. They wouldn't know an asshole if he asked you to vote for him for president every 4 years, and then if he showed up in brown skin with a pair of bra and panties instead of a jockstrap. That woman's such a bitch. She wants to replace the dick as the top asshole. I agree, but what's the difference between Hillary Clinton and any of the female news broadcasters on Fox News? None whatsoever. Well, Hillary can make sometimes a lot more money off of mass murdering people to maintain the status quo than the anchor girls on Fox News, right? Yeah, okay. But times have changed, and I think they're making a lot of money to be propaganda tool bags for genocidal operations on the TV. I'm pretty sure they make in the millions. Dad always told me money doesn't go as far as it gets used up awfully fast nowadays. It's like, no, it's just stupid people are easily manipulated by numbers that they perceive as value. Yeah. Hey, you need this many numbers to be valuable. Okay. You're given life by the infinite glory of grace so we can eternally, faithfully love one another. Okay, you don't get no more valuable than that. Okay, hi. Till he appeared and a soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, yeah. One summer night. That's a good tune. Okay, guys. Why is it so hard for so many people to accept that the guy like Jesus is being abused by a bunch of perverts just north of San Ysidro, New Mexico, in a remodeled garage in an office chair holding a old Samsung Galaxy 10 phone? Why is that so hard to get their brains wrapped around? I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't, produce movies or write really good scripts for you to pretend to be something you're not for lots of make-believe genocidal money. I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard. It's very disturbing to me. Well, it should be because it is. It should be disturbing. The question is, why isn't it disturbing to you? The anonymous viewer that has millions of dollars and billions of followers, or billions of dollars and millions of followers, most likely billions of dollars and millions of followers, right? Because Glenn Beck, more people know who Rachel Dowskin is, guys. Okay. So, we've said that a lot of times. Well, because it's true. There are more people in China know who Rachel Dowskin is, probably even still to this day, and that was like 10 years ago, than they know who the fuck Glenn Beck is. The fourth most influential man in the world. Okay, let's see. There's Jesus, Muhammad. No, China. Okay. Confucius, Jesus, no. Confucius, yeah. Confucius, Jesus, Muhammad, Glenn Beck. Wow. Definitely not me. I've only got like 2 views for a video. The anonymous Book of Revelation guy. Okay, guys, I love you very much. I'm going to go watch my basketball game. We might make another one while we're watching, okay? Peace out, man.